It's International Men's Day. Men of Reddit, how are you today? Removed. The current situation is within acceptable parameters. Haha, gotta rise and grind and get that bread. Quiet sobbing. Good lord, do I hate my job, but at least it's International Men's Day. What carrot? The carrot, fuck. Can some please tell me what to the power of the fuck is? Every day of my life is what to the power of the fuck. Just celebrating being an international man of mystery. Physically I am relatively okay. Mentally I am exhausted and clinging on for dear life until my wife and I have a week off in January. I work for a manufacturer whose sales explode come Christmas time and I'm head of supply chain. You're the guy who when someone asks how's work you're like meh. Can't complain. When in your head you're like, get me out of this hellhole for one goddamn week, so I can spend some time with a woman I love. Single quote. You're nearly there bro. Checked my prostate this morning. Feeling good. Huh, my prostate always just feels like the inside of my asshole. That just means you did not hit the prostate tbh. Manly thanks. Wow, I am blown away by this. I truly hope you all have a manly day. Somebody had to do it. Bro, reason not to, really. Rough morning. Thank you for asking. I have a teenage daughter who lives with her mom, 2 towns away from me, who also never wants to wake up for school. Her mom doesn't wake up till an hour after school has already started and at that point has to rush off to work every morning. So if our daughter oversleeps, her mom won't drive her in, leading to 11 missed days already in the first quarter of school. So, I am now tasked, because there is no other option, with waking up at 6:15 a.m. every morning, driving across town, picking up our daughter for school, then driving back across town again. School is in the other direct one. Dropping her off by 7:30 a.m., then rushing back the other way to work by 8 to 8:30 a.m. Monsieur. Which is all part of parenting, I guess. Just wish I could either get custody, or convince her mom to be a monsieur. Dude, her mom is too lazy to get up earlier to take her daughter to school and expects you to do it? She sounds like a piece of work. Sounds like they're not living together for a good reason. I didn't even know this was a thing. In Russia, it's 23rd of February. It used to be solely a military holiday, but gradually it became a men's holiday. So these days, even losers and cucks like me who avoided the compulsory military service get flowers and chocolates from women and stuff. If today is February 23rd in Russia, are you living in the future or the past? Getting married in a few months and frustrated at how people are treating me as a passenger at my wedding. I did not dream about my wedding since I was a little boy, but it's still a huge fucking deal for me. And I can't wait for it. But the 2 reactions I usually get are, from men, it will all be over soon. Just remember it's her day, not yours. From women, how much are you helping out? Just remember it's her day, not yours. Nobody except my fiancé seems to care how I'll feel in a tuxedo, if I'm happy with the location, or how proud I am about the whole experience. I suppose it's not a big deal, but it's been really irritating and eye-opening to be treated as the less important part of such a huge thing in my life. That's dumb. It's just as much your day as hers. She's not getting married to herself. Lol. I wish I could have some concrete advice for you. But maybe express how you feel. Say you want to be more involved and firmly, but nicely, assert your concerns, wants, and needs. Well, at least his fiancé seems to care about him in that regard. Maybe she can involve him more? I can totally relate to what Op is going through. I'm also getting married in a few months, and all of my manly friends are continuously making jokes about how I should just sit back and let my fiancé do everything. Yes, I'm more than willing to compromise. But it's a huge day in my life too, and I want to be part of the process. I've never been told it's her day. Not yours though. I would honestly be pissed if someone said that to me. That's just downright sexism and is assuming that the guy doesn't care about being married at all. Tired and sleepy. Damn you Factorio. Pretty good. On the garbage truck headed to the route. We finally got working heat in this one and it's a fucking godsend. Late edit. Holy crap. My first ever gold. Different job and different problems but equally ready to tackle the day. Just saw the sun rise over the ocean and it was a good one. So I'm okay. It's a nice 72 degrees and should be beautiful today. Greater than it's a nice 72 degrees. I sure hope that's Fahrenheit. Otherwise we're underestimating global warming. Freedom units. Not great unfortunately. For the first time in my life I've got absolutely nothing to do and I'm struggling to find enjoyment in anything. I am good thanks, just celebrating my birthday today. It's my birthday too. Happy birthday heart. Sorry, I do not identify as an international man. I am regional, at best. Nonsense. You're definitely an Avengers level threat. Had a seizure last night between 1 a.m. and 3 a.m. when my daughter wakes up for her bottle so I'm effing tired. Other than that, can't complain. Edit. Since some people asked, I have small seizures where I don't lose consciousness or convulse. This is resultant from a traumatic brain injury I sustained while snowboarding in 2000. I wasn't wearing a helmet and am lucky to be alive and not paralyzed. I broke my zygomatic arch, cheekbone, 2 molars, and my coronal suture, the zigzaggy part of your skull where the pieces fuse together. My eye swelled out of its socket and my brain swelled up too. And I was not expected to live and the doctors called my parents asking if I had a will made out. But I pulled through and now I live a normal life except for periodic seizures. Please, take my experience for advice and wear a helmet when you're doing anything that could injure your head. Seizures are, in my case, very annoying and I put my family through hell worrying while I recovered. For those who wonder what it feels like to have one of these minor seizures, it's sort of like the world becomes 2D. I get a sensation similar to having to sneeze but throughout my entire body. And then I breathe heavy and get a headache, followed with feeling leggy for the rest of the day. Medication helps greatly, but lack of sleep and stress can bring them on. Thanks for the supportive messages. I can't wait until my little girl starts sleeping through the night. A little hungry. Got some nerves. But I'm good. Nerves are for a job interview. Didn't expect the motivational responses. Thanks guys. E2, and for those looking for an update, I got the job. Starting 2 weeks from Monday. Nervous as fuck. I'm pitching my game today to a publisher. But aside from that, good. Edit. Oh, for those curious, I made a short as hell hand-painted co-op boss rush called Rain Dancer. Released Halloween, and it did surprisingly well considering it had no budget or marketing whatsoever. So just trying to make that into a full game with the team still attached. Fingers crossed. And thank you for the kind words. Means a lot. Alright, talking to them in 30 minutes. Let's do this. Edit 2. Update. So they already wanted to see a full cost estimate. Which I'll take it is pretty not bad. Sorry. New to this thing so we'll see what happens, aha. Fuck. I'll keep you guys updated but we'll see. So far so good. Edit 3. Holy shit Reddit. Thank you for being so supportive. Yeah, we're just doing a price estimate for funding to see if that works for them. Estimating costs on say online multiplayer, porting it to consoles, etc. All the things we wanted to do with the original project. I promise I'll keep you posted if for some crazy reason I hear back today. Doubtful as it's a lot to go over. But yeah, if it gets greenlit, I'll message you all with a personal thanks. And an actual, genuine thanks, because watching a passion project this close to me get received so well by everyone is seriously the coolest thing that's ever happened to me in my whole damn life. I mean it. Final edit. Alright, they have the price estimate. They're looking over everything. We'll hear back shortly. I'll post in like our gaming I think if it does work out. Time for a well-deserved stress nap. Have a great day, everyone. I could use a hug. Reddit. Edit, you are all amazing. Always manage to brighten up even the darkest days. Love you. Remember, never lose the chance to gift someone a warm smile, a kind word, a comforting hug. Who knows? Maybe one day a stranger might speak about how one random act of kindness saved him from a dire time. Stay amazing. You'll get a handshake and you'll like it. More like you'll get a head nod. I didn't even know it was a day. It may be hard to believe, but every day is technically a day. Every minute in Africa, minute passes. Together we can stop this. It's my actual birthday, and the last thing I expected was to see top comments saying the same thing. Extremely sad, but going. The fact that you're going is all that matters. Stay strong, my guy, you got this. Pretty empty tbh. I used to take joy in a few things, like video games, comic books and TV shows, but since about a year ago I found less and less pleasure in these things, to the point that they bored me. I sold all of my comic books and 90% of my video games, and almost all of the ones I have tried this year have just bored me after a few hours. Couple of exceptions to that, like recently Death Stranding, but I used to play easily 6 to 7 new games a year to completion. It's been 2 so far this year. I didn't even bother seeing Endgame in the cinema, instead watching it on the tiny screen of a plane in September. This was after I saw every single MCU movie since I Am 2 in theaters the weekend they came out. I have tried picking up other hobbies in case I am just burned out on these, but nothing has really given me any satisfaction. Also, my job is a piece of shit, and I am struggling to find gainful employment elsewhere, so this year has been pretty boring and exasperating. Edit. So I appreciate all of the comments below. I wish I could reply to all of you individually, but never expected such a response. I appreciate those who took the time to reply and offer advice or suggestions. I will definitely think long and hard about my next move to try and improve my situation here. Have you been exercising? Sounds like you have a low mood, depression, or the beginnings of depression. Can you go for a run? Maybe do 2 runs a week. In nature if you can, and your desire for other forms of entertainment may start to return. 2. Have nutritious food. 2. It can do wonders for your mood. If the above doesn't work in a relatively short space of time, give it a week, 2 weeks. Check in with your doctor. In fact, maybe check in with your doctor anyway. But start the exercise now. I go for a run maybe twice a week. But I just bought Ring Fit Adventure 2 for Switch, so I'm doubling up. Sometimes I get into a low mood funk, but I really think the exercise helps. And sometimes I can't bring myself to actually go for a run, but I try not to blame myself and just let it go. Looks like you're from the UK. Hello from Birmingham. It's maybe not considered proper exercise, but I walk home from work 4 days per week, which is 3.6 miles. So around 15 miles per week. Plus, I go for a 30-minute walk at lunchtime if it's not pissing down with rain. Been doing that for about 6 months. Thank you for watching.